Hello, and welcome back to the Ghosty Girls podcast.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Just okay.
Just okay.
Just
Why
kidding.
just okay?
Magnificent. We're doing magnificent
I was
today.
gonna say, you're over here spending time with me.
I know.
Talking about murder.
How could my day get better? It can't.
It can't.
It can't.
It can't. The answer is, it can't.
Correct.
Take a
It
little
can't
sippy,
for
sippy.
500. Okay.
ASMR. Starbucks ASMR. Well, should we just get right into it, I guess?
No, we should banter a little.
What would you like to banter about?
I have nothing.
Okay.
Let's get right into it.
All right. So, this one, it's a recent one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, we're switching.
I know.
I'm excited.
Yeah. This case, I have been following it since it happened because it's real crazy. Like, real crazy. And the woman involved she's something else. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
I have some audio too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the morning of February 24th, 2020, 911 dispatchers received a phone call from a 42-year-old woman named Sarah Boone stating that her boyfriend, 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr., was dead in their apartment. And I just want to say that his actual name is Jorge. It's pronounced Jorge, but he preferred the English pronunciation of George.
Got it.
Okay. And that was confirmed in a body cam video of a prior arrest. So I'm going to call him George.
Got it.
All right. But I just want to clarify that so anybody's like, oh, actually, it's Jorge, Jorge. This is how he liked his name pronounced. He liked it George.
Boom.
So that's what we're going to call him.
Yeah.
Orange County PD were immediately dispatched to 4748 France Lane, apartment 3 in Winter Park, Florida. And what they walked into was, for lack of a better phrase, fucked up.
Oh,
Because Florida.
you know, Florida.
And I'm sorry, Florida, but y'all spit out some real crazies. All
Do
right?
better.
It's just a fact. Okay.
Luckily,
Google
my
said so.
family is there and they're normal.
I mean, there's crazy people everywhere. Florida gets a bad rap, but
They really do.
It's just, I feel like it's a running joke on the podcast at this point. So police get to the apartment, they go inside, and they find a large suitcase in the middle of the floor. And the suitcase is zipped up. They unzip the suitcase, and inside they find a deceased male. Now, if that's not weird enough, shit really goes off the rails when they question Sarah Boone outside of the apartment.
Wait, he was in the suitcase?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yup. According to Sarah, her and George had spent the previous night drinking wine. They got bored. They decided to play hide and seek. Okay. Sarah told police officers that George hid himself in the suitcase and that she zipped him up, forgot he was in it, and then went to bed. She then wakes up the next morning and she's like, fuck, I never let him out of the suitcase. She goes to check on him. He's still in it and he's unresponsive. Makes sense, right? I
100%.
mean,
100%.
who doesn't get drunk and play hide and seek with their partner and then zip them up in a suitcase and then forget about them and then go to bed?
I mean, if it's hide and seek, you don't want to know where you're hiding. You don't want your partner to know where you're...
That's one of the questions I have in this case.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to answer that
Yay.
in a little bit. Because one thing you'll learn about Sarah Boone is the bitch doesn't really make sense.
Fair.
All right. So the cops are like completely dumbfounded at this story. I mean, who wouldn't be? And another odd detail was that Sarah's ex-husband was there, and he actually talks to the cops as well. Because for some reason, Sarah decided to call her ex-husband before she even called 911. That's a problem.
That's definitely a problem.
So there's body cam footage of the police arriving at the scene, and it's wild. It's like an episode of like King of the Hill. Okay. It's very hillbilly-ish. My favorite part is where Sarah tells the officer that she's thirsty and she asks for her Dr. Pepper that's inside. And she specifically says, like, can I go get my Dr. Pepper? And the cop's like, no, you can't go in there. So Sarah actually starts drinking from the faucet outside of her house.
Okay.
And the cop's like, I'll do my best to get you a cup so you don't have to keep doing that. Then she wants to go inside to get her cigarettes that are on the back porch. And the cop's like, again,
No.
you can't go in the house because it's a goddamn crime scene. Like, what the fuck? Verbatim. Not really, but that's what the cop should have said.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He did. We were there.
So Sarah gets taken down to the police department to be questioned, which soon turned into an interrogation. Mm-hmm. And that's when the whole story really starts coming together. Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres had a very tumultuous relationship in the almost 4 years that they were together. Sarah would later go on to describe the relationship as passionate, but the word I would use would probably have to be volatile and messy as fuck.
Gross. Toxic.
Very toxic. Yes, toxic. These two, and I want to make it very clear here, both of them were physically abusive towards each other. Both of them. Okay. In fact, George was actually charged with battery 4 times during the course of their relationship. And all of these incidents were domestic violence towards Sarah. But on the flip side, Sarah had also been arrested for allegedly trying to strangle George in 2018. So it's safe to say that these two were, again, completely toxic together, and they had no business being in a relationship with each other. However, each time George was arrested, Sarah would go right to the jailhouse and bail him out. They would reconcile, lather, rinse, repeat. Same shit, different day. I'm not saying this to victim shame, okay? But it's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, George was arrested 4 times. Okay. This was a pattern between the two of them. They both abused each other. There's just certain people that do not have any business being together. Okay.
But they can't seem to get away from each other either.
Correct. Yeah. It's a vicious cycle. As Sarah is being questioned by the police, she willingly gives them her cell phone because they want to try to establish a timeline. So they take a little browse of her phone and they find something that was pretty disturbing. They come back into the interrogation room and they're like, hey girl, we need you to take a look at this little video that we found in your little cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay. In the video, you see a blue suitcase that's all zipped up, lying on a dingy ass carpet. And then you see the suitcase start to move and shake a little bit. And what happens next, I'm going to play for you because this is a perfect example of you need to see this shit to believe it. So here we go. This is the actual audio from the video that was found on Sarah Boone's cell phone.
Can we link the video?
Yes, I will absolutely link it.
Awesome.
It's very disturbing. It's disturbing. I mean, very few things get to me. This kind of did. It's just, you just got to hear it.
Sarah.
So she's drunk in this, so you're going to hear her.
You've done to me.
You're going to hear her slurring.
For everything you've done to me. Sarah.
And the voice is coming
Fuck
from the
you.
suitcase.
Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. That's on you. Sarah, I can't breathe. That's on you. Sarah.
So that's a little clip.
Oh.
Is that not like really disturbing?
That.
It also doesn't really seem like a game of hide and seek, right?
Well, it doesn't seem real. First of all, how did
know.
she get him in the suitcase? And second of all, like.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
Yep, because I had the same questions.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shut the fuck up because now I have to hear this.
Yeah. I'll link the video so you guys can watch it. It's really disturbing because you can see the suitcase moving. It's so like, I don't know. I just got the chills. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm also very claustrophobic, and I can't imagine being trapped in a fucking suitcase.
No.
I would say I would die, but I mean, he did.
Yeah. Oh, too soon.
Yeah. So the police officers show her this video, and she's like, well, shit, I don't remember taking that video. She doesn't remember.
She sounds inebriated.
Yes. She was slurring. She claims she has no recollection of the video, but she does acknowledge the fact that it doesn't look good for her.
Right.
There's no getting out of this now, babe. Like,
yeah,
that video, like, you're done. You're done.
You're done.
She repeatedly tells police that this was unintentional. She says that multiple times. She's like, but it was unintentional. It was unintentional. And she says it exactly.
Does she have that nasally voice? Unintentional.
Not
or is that
so much. She sounds like somebody who's an alcoholic, honestly. You know, they just, you know.
Yep.
She again keeps telling them it was unintentional, and she keeps saying that it was just an innocent game of hide and seek that went tragically wrong. The cops, however, they're not buying it, and they charge Sarah Boone with second-degree murder.
Wow.
And this is where things get really interesting. An autopsy was performed on Jorge Torres Jr., and if you're wondering how this grown-ass man was able to be zipped up into a suitcase...
I am.
The autopsy revealed that George was just 5'2" and only 103 pounds. So he easily could have fit in that suitcase.
He was a little guy.
He was little.
Yeah.
This was not a large man.
Okay.
The autopsy also revealed that there was a lot more to this than just asphyxiation. Although the official cause of death was determined to be positional asphyxiation with environmental suffocation consistent with prolonged confinement, he also had a black eye, and he also had trauma to the head that was consistent with quote-unquote blunt impacts. It was determined that he would have had to been in the suitcase for at least 11 hours, which is fucking horrific.
Ugh.
11 hours. Just a slow, suffocating death.
That sucks. Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah, and I know that he and Sarah had, you know, a tumultuous relationship. They both abused each other, but still, he didn't deserve to die like that. No, I don't know.
Nobody does.
No,
I mean,
nobody does.
Well, some people, maybe.
Well,
but
yeah. Now, I bet you're wondering how he got the black eye and the head trauma. And sadly, that's something that we don't really have the answer to. There's many theories regarding this, and Sarah has stated that the bruises were old bruises. I believe she even stated at one point that it was from rough sex, which I don't believe. I mean,
his head trauma?
Yes, and a black eye.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just have sex with somebody and punch him in the fucking face for fun.
I mean, you might not.
I don't know. I'm not trying to kink shame. Not trying to kink shame. But it seems a little far-fetched to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some bitch.
Some bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a far stretch.
Yeah. She probably pulled a muscle in her shoulder with that reach, is what I'm saying. What I personally think happened is that after he was zipped up in the suitcase, I think, and this has never been proven, so this is just speculation, but I think that Sarah kicked the suitcase down the flight of stairs in the apartment, because there is a flight of stairs in the apartment.
Okay.
There's actually another video on her phone that shows a different angle of the suitcase in a different spot from the first video that she took. So there's two videos.
Oh,
Both
shit.
of them are like in a different room in a different spot. So this proves that the suitcase was indeed moved, but it's never been confirmed how that happened. I think that she probably kicked it down the stairs.
Well,
I think she probably zipped it up and was like, fuck you.
yeah, she's not carrying a 103-pound suitcase.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I was thinking, like, because she's tiny too. She's a skinny.
Well, now I gotta look her up.
She's very unfortunate looking. I'm not even. I mean, she's a piece of shit, so I don't care saying that.
That's fair.
She's an awful person, and you'll see just how shitty she is in a minute. But she's not a good person. But she's also small. So I don't think that she would have been lifting that suitcase around the apartment. I think she probably kicked it down the stairs, and that's how it got downstairs. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just...
She looks terrifying.
Yeah, she does. And she is terrifying. The lead up to the trial of Sarah Boone was an absolute shit show that was plagued with delays due to both the COVID-19 pandemic and also the devastation of Hurricane Milton.
Okay.
And you would think that that would be enough reason for delays, but no. One of the main reasons that the trial kept getting delayed was because Sarah went through not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 8 attorneys.
Oh. What?
8 attorneys this woman went through.
Is she like Taylor Schabusiness? She's punching them all?
She never physically assaulted them.
Okay.
But they couldn't put up with her shit. They could not put up with her shit. They all said that she was a horrendous client. She was extremely difficult to work with. She was entitled. She was whiny. She was needy. She wouldn't agree to anything. And she also kept trying to come up with ridiculous defense strategies that her attorneys were like, no, you literally, this is not a defense. Like,
there's a video.
Yeah, thank you and goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, Sarah even hired a private investigator while she was incarcerated so the private investigator could spy on her attorney because Sarah felt like the attorney wasn't paying enough attention to her case.
Wasn't she getting the attorney free?
Correct. On taxpayer dime.
Yeah.
But they weren't paying enough attention to her. So she hired a PI.
She could afford a PI, but she couldn't afford an attorney.
Make it make sense, right?
It doesn't. I hate her already.
She's awful.
Sorry, I strongly dislike her.
You can say hate. It's fine. She's a piece of shit.
She's a piece of shit.
So after she went through 8 attorneys, at that point, the Judge Michael Kranick, he had had more than enough of Sarah's bullshit. And he actually ended up ruling that Sarah had forfeited her right to court-appointed counsel, and now she had to represent herself.
Great.
Yeah. And I will say, I do shit a lot on Florida, but it's stuff like this that warms my cold, dead heart. Because I feel like other states, they would have just kept giving her new attorneys.
Yeah.
But this Florida judge was like, nah, bitch.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Thank you and goodbye. So Sarah tried representing herself at hearings for a bit, but she found that being an attorney and practicing law was a little hard.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah.
What? Like
they
it's
go to
hard?
school for years. I love
Sorry.
it. What? Like it's hard? Exactly. And you know that famous saying, he who represents himself has a fool for a lawyer. And yeah, Sarah's already a fucking fool, so this goes double for her. So since playing lawyer was too hard for Sarah and she also had no money, she decided to do a handwritten flyer to advertise for a lawyer. And now I'm going to do a dramatic reading of the flyer so you guys can also laugh at just how fucking ridiculous Sarah Boone is.
Sweet.
Okay. So the ad itself, it's literally like a flyer and it's like huge bubble writing, like the girly bubble writing, which makes it even more funny to me.
Yeah.
Here we go. Inmate seeks attorney. Looking for a prosperous challenge? Ready for your close-up on national television? Are you zealous with a side of keen? Show the world who you are with your original creativity, extraordinary expertise, and confident ingenuity. Qualifications must include being trustworthy, honest, passion, driven, open-minded, exceptional problem-solving skills, client inclusion at all times, team orientation, collaboration, extreme efficiency in listening, communicating, understanding, dedication to success, possessing a winning mindset, capability of excellence in representation, committed, maintaining faith, and faith is in bold, which is funny to me. Maintaining faith in the client and case with the ability to think differently, overcome all circumstances. Epic opportunity awaits. Sarah Boone, inmate number 200-05623, Orange County Corrections Department. Invest in the oppressed. Believe.
What?
I feel like it's like right out of an SNL sketch, right?
It sounds like it's out of an SNL sketch or Or like a movie. Honestly, like a funny movie.
Like a spoof movie.
With like Amy Schumer as
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
And I'm going to link a picture of the flyer because it's, to me, it's funny.
I'm just over here in shock. Like,
Yeah. Everybody was shocked.
did she put ... for free on the bottom?
No, she didn't put for free. This was all strictly on clout. Like she was like, this is going to be televised. You're going to be fucking famous. Everyone's going to see you.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Sarah Boone's really a big deal. Okay.
Big deal.
But surely no one in their right mind would ever respond to this flyer that looks like a Craigslist ad, right?
Someone did.
Wrong.
No. Stop.
Enter Sarah's 9th attorney, James Owens.
Yes.
And again, he only did this for clout. He got no payment whatsoever.
I hope he didn't expect to. Period.
And James Owens, God bless him, he got straight to work on Sarah's case, and he was able to meet with Florida state prosecutors and negotiate a fucking sweet ass deal with them.
What?
Okay? Yes. This is impressive.
Okay.
Sarah was offered only 15 years in prison in exchange for her pleading guilty to manslaughter. And this is a great deal.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah. So this is a great deal. And Sarah obviously jumped right on that shit and took the deal right away, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, for shit's sake.
She rejected the deal and
Sarah.
said she wanted to take her chances at trial.
Stupid idiot.
Yeah. In the long run, I'm glad she refused the deal, but also, how fucking stupid can you be? Like 15 years is literally nothing when you could face life in prison.
Yeah.
Why would you not take that plea deal? Why?
I can't. Just stupid.
I know her attorney was probably like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay. The trial...
Why did I respond to this bubbly lettered ad?
It was so pretty and bubbly.
Yeah.
The trial of Sarah Boone proceeded on October 14th, 2024. 4 years after the death of George. Which, that must have been torture for his family.
I know.
4 years later. Sarah's attorney, good old James Owens, did what he could with Sarah's defense and ultimately decided on the tried and true defense of battered woman syndrome. And I just want to take a moment to discuss battered woman syndrome in the legal context. I think we're all familiar with what battered woman syndrome is, but in a legal context, as a defense, it's a little confusing. I did find a website that broke it down so it was easier to understand.
Oh, good.
Yeah. According to an article featured on lauderdalecriminaldefense.com, quote, in situations where a woman kills her abuser, battered woman syndrome can be used as part of the defense strategy to explain the psychological state of the defendant. The syndrome helps courts understand why a woman might believe that lethal force was the only way to protect herself, even if the immediate threat was not present at the time of the act, end quote.
Okay.
Emphasis on the even if the immediate threat was not present at the time of the act. That's like the main key here.
Okay.
Because clearly she wasn't in any kind of danger. Okay. The evidence obtained from her cell phone literally shows that not only was Sarah not in immediate danger, but she was actually the aggressor. Like, she's the one who zipped him up in the suitcase. She's the one who sat and taunted him. She's the one who ignored his cries for help. She's the one who left him in there.
Yeah. He couldn't harm her if he tried. He was locked in a suitcase.
Correct. So with this legal defense of battered woman syndrome, if we were to believe that Sarah suffered from that, the legal defense would attempt to bypass all of those facts by essentially saying, hey, she was abused. She has psychological trauma. Yes, she wasn't in immediate danger, but it was essentially a trauma response due to his repeated abuse. If that makes sense.
It does, but...
It does, but I don't think it really applies in this case.
No.
I mean, they tried. Okay. Sarah herself took the stand in her own defense, which I've said before is never a fucking good idea.
Nope.
And she didn't really come across as very likable. Shocking, right?
Super shocking.
Yeah. And that's not just because of her face, because she does have a very punchable face, right?
She really does.
Sarah testified that she was abused by George and that she was afraid of him. She apparently also thought that he would be okay in the suitcase because he was able to stick 2 fingers out of the hole in the zipper. So in her dumb mind, she thought he would be able to just get himself out, and that's why she left him there and went to bed. Okay. She said that George got into the suitcase as a joke, and then she zipped him up and they were like laughing about it. And since there were space for 2 of his fingers to go through the zipper, he would be able to pull the zipper back.
Okay.
But she originally said that this was because they were playing hide and seek. So her stories, they're not really aligning. And then when you watch the video on her cell phone, they really don't align.
Well, she sounds like you already said, inebriated.
Yes.
And
She's definitely an alcoholic.
Taunting him.
Correct. Taunting him, laughing at him, saying, fuck you.
And saying for all the shit you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So this seems vindictive to me. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Okay, crazy.
I will say this, though, and again, my personal opinion, as unlikable as Sarah Boone is, I personally believe that she actually didn't intend to straight up kill him. I think she got drunk, and I think she maybe wanted to teach him a lesson, humiliate him by filming him being stuck in a suitcase, taunting him. And I really do believe that she thought that he would be able to get out of that suitcase by himself. I really think that. I don't think she intentionally killed him.
Yeah.
But again, Sarah made a choice, and it was a bad one.
Yep.
And we are responsible for our choices.
Yep.
Just because you didn't have those intentions doesn't mean that you shouldn't be held accountable for your choices.
Right.
She chose to let someone suffocate in a suitcase. That was her choice.
Yeah. He even said on that video, I can't breathe.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. Despite all of the efforts of Sarah Boone's defense lawyer, after only 2 hours of deliberation, the jury came back with a verdict of guilty for second-degree murder, and Sarah was subsequently sentenced to life in prison. Should have taken that plea deal, right?
Shit.
Life in prison.
Oh, well.
Yep. At her sentencing, Sarah made a statement and said, "I forgive myself for falling in love with a monster, and no matter how grotesque he may become, I still loved him, hoped, and forgave." Which is interesting that she says she forgives him.
Right.
So she doesn't have any remorse for letting him
No.
suffocate in a fucking suitcase.
She sounds like a narcissist.
She is. Absolutely. She also went on to describe how she was repeatedly, viciously attacked by George, how he choked her, spit on her, punched her, and even raped her. Again, I don't know if these allegations are true or not. I can only go by the police reports that I found. There are 4 incidents where he was arrested for battery against her. There was nothing about rape or anything like that.
Ugh.
George's family also spoke at the sentencing. His mother, Bianca Torres, said that she sometimes still looks out the window waiting for him to come home and say, "Mom, I love you."
Aw.
George's daughter, Anna Torres, described how her father's murder affected her, saying that she now has chronic depression and anxiety, and stated that for the first couple of years after his death, she, quote, "woke up screaming every morning or night, wishing I was having a nightmare, only to wake up and remember all over again that my father is gone." After she received a life sentence, Sarah decided that it would be a great idea to send a nearly 30-page handwritten letter to the judge who sentenced her. In the letter, she called Judge Kranick, quote, "ignorant," which is never a good idea.
Nope.
Okay, don't piss off the judge, you guys. They don't like it. It doesn't work out for you.
No, don't write a 30-page
Right?
bubble letter.
It was
Letter?
bubble lettered, yeah. She also accuses the court of making several quote-unquote judicial errors and that she plans on appealing her conviction. She again details all of the alleged abuse she sustained at the hands of Jorge Torres and then states that she is not a murderer, but a survivor. She then goes on to say that she forgives the judge and also forgives the jury and states, quote, "I didn't lose. God just wanted me to win in a different way. Freedom is forgiveness.
What?
Yeah. Whatever you need to keep telling yourself, babe.
Right. You're like, okay.
Yeah, okay. If I was the judge and I got that letter, I would literally wipe my ass with it. Not even kidding.
You're like, girl, no.
And then I'd send it back to her. Here's my response.
Literally kiss my ass.
Literally. Sarah Boone continues to make waves in the legal field. And as recently as July of 2025, so last month, she's been back in the news.
Oh, great.
Why, you may ask? Because her second appellate attorney has filed a motion to withdraw. So, to put that into perspective, Sarah went through 9 attorneys pre-conviction and now 2 attorneys post-conviction. At what point do you look at yourself and think, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me.
Yeah, what is the common denominator here?
Certainly not Sarah Boone. No, she is an angel who's also found God in prison.
Yes.
Yeah. But as of July 2025, Sarah has still not filed her paperwork for her appeal, and her excuse is that her attorney hasn't been in contact with her, and I can't fucking imagine why. Side note, I just want to say that while I was doing the research for this, I was also searching on my phone because I like to tag team with my MacBook and my iPhone, you know, to get shit done. And my stupid fucking fat fingers kept typing Sarah Boob instead of Sarah Boone. So I kept typing Sarah Boobe instead of Boone.
She shall be Sarah Boob from now on.
Which is fitting because she is a fucking boob.
Yeah. But not one of the good ones.
Not a good one.
One of the saggy, flat, slappity slap ones.
Slappity slap ones. And with that, I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Sarah fucking sucks. I hate her. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye. Just kidding.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't like her either. She does not sound delightful.
No. And I encourage everyone to watch her interrogation videos. It's funny. I love interrogation videos. The Jodi Arias one is my favorite. I'm going to have to do Jodi Arias soon because I love that case. But anywho, Sarah Boone's interrogation video is also pretty amazing. And at one point she tells the police, she's like, I'll tell you what, I'll never drink alcohol again.
Well, clearly you're going to jail where they don't have it unless it's toilet wine.
Clearly.
Enjoy.
I wonder if she gets Dr. Pepper's in prison, though. She's a fan of Dr. Pepper.
Probably, because they have, like, little stores and they can buy
they got the
shoes
commissary and all that shit.
If they sell Dr. Pepper.
If.
She
Yeah.
probably has some crazy-ass fan.
Probably.
One singular fan who will send her Dr. Pepper.
Honestly, she probably has more than one singular fan. I mean, Ted Bundy, people used to go to his trial. He actually got married to someone who was a fan and had a child. I want to know where Ted Bundy's child is, side note.
Did you Google it?
Yes, there is no one knows what happened to Ted Bundy's child. Can someone please come forward and let me know about Ted Bundy's child? I want to interview them.
That would be awesome.
I am so fascinated by that he has an actual fucking child out there. I mean, they're not a child now, they're an adult, but you know what I mean.
They'd be like our age. Younger. A little younger.
No, they, I think they'd be around our age. I think they were born in the 80s. Yeah.
Okay. So they had a sweet childhood other than their dad being a mass murderer.
I wonder if they know. I mean, they have to.
Well, they were adopted, right?
No.
No?
It's a real biological child. He got married in prison and they had a little conjugal visit and his wife got pregnant. They had a jail baby.
Shit.
Who would marry Ted Bundy?
Crazy people. Somebody looking for a weird form of clout.
I keep saying this too. I need to do an episode on Ted Bundy. Because people don't really know the whole story of Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy was fucking vile.
Oh, I know.
He did some nasty ass shit.
Yeah.
That they didn't even touch on the fucking Netflix documentary or any documentary really that you're going to see. They pussyfooted around all of it.
Yeah.
They didn't get into the fact that he was a necrophiliac who used to re-dig up his corpses and put makeup on them.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. You nasty, Ted Bundy. You nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. They,
Anyway, I digressed really hard on that.
Not at
Sorry.
all. I mean, there's a lot of key facts and just little bits of information that are left out of like pretty much all the documentaries. I don't know if they run out of time or just try to deem in what is most important for the public's entertainment.
Yeah, I also think that they're afraid to get some of the more like taboo and disgusting details. They're like afraid to touch that, whereas I'm not, because I want everyone to know how awful these people are. I'm going to say exactly what the fuck they did.
Yeah.
People need to know, okay? It wasn't just like, oh, they murdered someone. No.
No.
It went a lot farther than that.
Yeah.
For most of these, I mean, every documentary I watch on serial killers, like they barely even like touch the tip of the iceberg on how awful they were. And I feel it's important to highlight that because a lot of people glorify serial killers. They think it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they just kill people. That's cool. No, they did some really fucked up shit. Like, it wasn't just that. They did some nasty stuff. Like,
Even just killing people. Like,
that's bad enough.
yeah. But when you really get into, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
But I don't know. Back to Sarah Boone. I feel like we definitely haven't heard the last from her because she's going to file an appeal. She's just got to find an attorney to fucking do it for her. Maybe she'll put out a Craigslist ad. I don't know.
She found one the first time. What's stopping her?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what to say about her. She's a special kind of crazy, but I do feel that she is exactly where she needs to be.
Agreed.
And I feel like if this suitcase incident wouldn't have happened, I still feel that someone would have died in that relationship.
Yeah, and it probably would have been George.
Yeah.
Like, she's just at that level of crazy where...
And then you add alcohol in,
Oh, yeah.
and that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the story of Sarah Boone and her hide and seek game. How can you even say that's hide and seek? How can you even say that? She knew he was in the fucking suitcase. She zipped him up. That's not hide and seek, bitch. Like, do you even know what hide and seek is? You fucking idiot.
You hide. Someone hides, and then you seek to find them.
And you don't know where they are. That's why you have to seek.
That's the point.
You fucking moron.
Right.
Like, come up with a better excuse.
At least don't say, I zipped him up. Say, oh, he must have zipped himself up in there. I couldn't find him. I was drunk and went to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And why would you videotape that? That's what makes me think that she definitely did not intend to kill him. I think she really thought that he was going to come out of that suitcase and that she was going to like show him the video the next day and be like, look at how dumb you look.
Yeah, this is for all that you did to me.
Yeah. Yeah. This is you like calling for help because you're stuck in a suitcase, you dumbass. Like, I can just see her saying that. Not like I'm trying to say he's a dumbass, but
I hate her.
yeah. I don't know. I like to think that you can't be dumb enough to take videos of things like that while you're committing a murder. But I mean, people have done that. So I don't know. I don't understand these people. I don't. I guess I'm not meant to understand these people because if I did, I would be one of them, right?
Yeah. It's probably good that you don't.
Yeah. Anywho, thanks for listening. Don't play hide and seek and go into suitcases and fucking zip yourself up in them. And don't have other people zip you into a suitcase.
Nope.
God damn.
Don't be that dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot of dumb. This whole case is fucking dumb.
It's dumb, but that was a good one.
Thank you.
Man, I want to punch her in the face, but that was a good one.
She already looks like she's been punched in the face multiple times.
Oh. Bless.
Anywho.
We'll
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Don't be one.
Bye.
Bye.